I'm Josh Duvall, certified financial planner, chartered tax consultant from Duvall Wealth and Tax Planning. I went through the process of setting up a Trump investment account so that you know exactly what you're getting into beforehand. I'll walk you through every single step of what has to happen and take you all the way to the end. Plus, talk to you a little bit about the real benefit of compound growth over time, which this tool does a really good job of showing you. So let's go ahead and get started. If you already know all the benefits of the account and you want to just skip straight to the account setup walkthrough, go ahead down to the description and click the chapter that starts with the walkthrough. Otherwise, here's some points I wanted to talk to you about the benefits of this account before we even get into the step-by-step process of how to open it. First off, you need to know a couple core things. Number one, these accounts are for any U.S. citizen child under the age of 18. If you have a child during tax years 25, 26, 27, or 28, you get a $1,000 seed from the government. If your child is already past that point, wasn't born last year, and you're not expecting a child in the next couple of years, you still get to open and fund the account. You just do not receive the seed money from the U.S. Treasury. Now, the reason why you would want to do this is for a couple reasons. Number one, the account is tax deferred. Normally, prior to this account, the only way to get money into a Roth or into an IRA for your child was for them to have income. Now you don't have to do that. The child does not have to have income. You can contribute on behalf of your child and still get access to tax deferral. Your employer can contribute on behalf of your child. Your family members can contribute on behalf of your child. And the money that they contribute does not count as income for you. So that's another huge advantage of this type of account. Now, the limit is only $5,000. We'll see how that changes with inflation over time. But right now, it's $5,000 for the current year. And that $5,000 is the total cap for all contributions. So if you put in money, your parents put in money, and your employer puts in money, everybody is drawing against that or contributing against that $5,000 limit. Now, those dollars are going to grow tax deferred. The amount that's contributed after tax becomes the basis, very much like a post-tax IRA contribution. It also grows tax deferred. And once the child turns 18, they get full legal custody of the money and it becomes for them like a traditional IRA. Now, there are a couple cool things about a traditional IRA. They allow you to take penalty-free distributions on first-time home buyer purchase. They allow you to take penalty-free distributions on qualified educational expenses. So it's not that this replaces a brokerage account or a 529, but it does provide tax deferral for the child, the ability for the employer to contribute, and penalty-free withdrawals for education or first-time home buyer expense, which you won't get, for example, out of a brokerage account. You're going to have to pay capital gains tax. So this does convert to like an IRA, but the whole purpose of this account, before we get into the process of the step-by-step of how to open it up, is that you can start saving early. Compound growth is the major factor here. If you have a kid who's yet younger than age 18 and you want to start putting money away for them, it's really hard to look at this account and say, nah, I think I'll pass. This is a great way to start putting tax-deferred money away for a child that is not constrained only to education like a 529. You can contribute and watch these dollars grow. There's a really cool balance estimator where you get to see the estimate of the growth over time that I'll show you at the end of this video that I think is really good incentive to start contributing. So now we're going to get into the process of actually going step by step, but I just wanted to lay out those few proof points up front of why this is something that you should be considering for your children. I'm going to walk you through the entire process, so we're going to start that part of the video right now. So this is what it looks like. Welcome to Trump Accounts. If you do not have an account, which you shouldn't already, you need to go to the sign up screen. And when you get there, you'll see a note on data sharing. You can read that and research that if you'd like. And then you're going to go ahead and enter your email address. They will send you a confirmation link with a code, and that lets you do the double authentication so that you can get into the account setup process. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Once you go ahead and find your code, your unique code, you enter it in from the email. And you're going to get yourself started with choosing a password. You go through that process. You're going to walk through the phone number for double authentication, so get ready for that. Once you are through the phone double authentication, now we're going to go ahead and get your identity set up. It's important to note here, if you did not file IRS Form 4547 with your tax return on the 2025 tax returns, you need to have that on file prior to you going in and getting this process started. Let's say you did not file Form 4547 with the IRS. You didn't even know about these accounts. That's okay. You can go ahead and do it now once you get through the identity verification. So part of the step that I left out was your name and social security number. If you file that exactly as it's shown on your tax return, you will get to this have you completed IRS Form 4547 screen. You either yes, you did when you did the taxes or when you did it separately, or no, continue to the form. So that's what we're going to move forward with. And it's going to take you to the IRS website to complete that form. When you log into your IRS account, it's going to look something like this. You're going to look for hover over forms, carry over to Trump accounts, and you're going to click through. You will be going through your personal information, so make sure everything is correct. Once you verify yourself, you're going to be able to go through and start adding your children. Please note, if you're going through the process right now while you're watching this video, you need to pause and go get your identifying information for the children. So social security numbers, dates of birth, full names as it is displayed on the tax return. All of this information needs to match your IRS tax return that's been filed, even if you didn't file Form 4547, or else they are not going to be able to match this up and create the accounts for you. So as you can see, Trump accounts, account requests submitted, they're confirmed. You can go down and scroll down and see all the information for yourself and your child, but that step has now been completed. Now that that step has been completed, we're going to go ahead and say, yes, I completed the form. You'll confirm your information, and the waiting game begins. We'll let you know when your account election is approved. It usually takes 1 business day. All right, so it's the next day. The account was approved. Your Trump account election has been processed. Finish setup of the account. Now you're going to see the confirmation of the 3 accounts, in my case for my 3 children, but in your case, however many accounts that you've opened up, and you're going to go ahead and approve that. It's going to ask for verification, so we're going to go through and verify, and now what you're doing is tying the IRS information from Form 4547 to the actual investment account information through Robinhood. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Now it's going to take you through a verification for you as the account owner. Again, you own the account for the children until they turn 18. Here is your Trump account application agreement in conjunction with Robinhood. So that's the actual broker. Of course, you need to go through and read all of this information. I'm just going to go through and check through. But of course, you want to be able to download the delivery documents from Robinhood, for FINRA, for all the different brokerage accounts when you open a normal investment account, and make sure that you're fully aware of what you're doing before you enter into it. It says this will only take a few seconds, but we've been waiting for a couple minutes, so we'll see what happens. All right, so I went ahead and just refreshed my screen, and now all of the child accounts are here. You have the ability to add additional children if you want to. And now it says ready, set, contribute. So you are now ready for each individual child to designate their contributions, make a contribution, invite loved ones to contribute, and do an estimate, a projection of what the future value might be. Okay, so we are now going to look at making a contribution. Go ahead and add a funding method from the bank account. I did have issues with the authentication on the card side, so we're going to do the bank account side instead. So it goes in and asks you to enter your phone number here. It's going to ask for a verification code. It's going to give you an option of all the different banks that you could connect to, so you go ahead and select your banking institution. And that's it. Ready, set, contribute. The account's up. It's funded. You're going to see the deposits go out of the bank account whenever the date set. In this case, it was the first of the month. You could change the amount. You could change the frequency. Your contributions, you have a little bit of flexibility there. I love the feature of being able to invite loved ones to contribute with the QR code. Again, $5,000 maximum shared between employers, family and friends, and you yourself contributing on behalf of your child. And then the final feature, which is kind of cool, is a little bit of an estimate. So based on how much you decide to add monthly, or you could change this to, different types of contribution rates, it's an incredible proof point about compound interest and how the earlier you start, the better. So I do in fact think these accounts could go down as one of the most transformational things that's happened for young people, forcing or incentivizing, I should say, parents to contribute and loved ones to contribute to investment accounts on behalf of their kids, tax deferred. You may find some technical challenges that they're still trying to iron out, but in general, this is a very straightforward and simple way to open up an investment account in the name of a child, contribute to that account, encourage encourage friends and family to contribute to the account, and show projections, which you could use as motivation for the kids and for yourself to show exactly what this account can do over a lifetime of saving and investing. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, duvallplanning.com, or shoot me an email, josh@duvallplanning.com. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and even leave a comment below if you found your experience to be easier or more difficult than what I went through. Thanks so much. I hope this helps. Bye-bye.